Power to the people. We back at new maintenance. Yeah. We're gonna rock like do-rag doom. And the do-rags that came in. You already know what to do. Put your do-rag on and hit the like button. You heard? We back. We back. Do you feel like a millionaire? Feel like a millionaire? This live is paid. This is paid productions here, man. Feel me? We open, man. This live contains paid productions. Paid promotions. We outside. Want to take this time out to thank all the fellowship out there. The Tigo Show. All my peoples. You feel me? Bullets Gotti. Khalil Amani. Don't forget Leak You. You heard? The commissioners. The commission. We outside. What up, y'all? Paid promotions. We here. We working. Big up the Ron Savage too. You heard? For playing that head game with that work. Protect the bag. You heard? By all costs. We here. How y'all doing, man? Came right outside. YouTubing it. Early. Feel me? This live contains paid promotions. You already know. Last night's show was last night's show, right? We back today. We back. Yeah. The votes is in. Everything is healthy now. What's up, y'all? 4 minutes in. The news is your man is delusional, as always. You know what I mean? We spoke on it yesterday, pertaining to delusional state of mind, but that's good. We roll. What's up, family? Holla at me in the comments section. Put it in the comments section, you heard? Had a little small breakfast. Back to work now, man. Back to work. You feel me? How you feel? Let's see how this work sound today. It's 22 minutes. Dr. Anthony Fauci, you're corny. All that's going to come up with you and Como. It's too much for me. Come outside. Come outside. Yeah. This is live work. Get your sage. Let's come outside. Get your sage. Yo, I know. It took me 6 hours of memory. The Skin Tech Anti-Freeze. Yeah, quick nah, hold up. It took me 6. Not get the cue cards up. You rolling, you live. Let's rewind that. That was real wait. Let's rewind that. We back. That's why it's a live show. Yo, it took me 6 hours of memory. The Skin Tech Anti-Freeze. Brick oven, 900 degrees. Yeah, 900 G's, 900K. You see him outside today. Here we are here today to play. No child's play. Playing with a guy out here who's thinking he's what? Nah, you're not paid. You got an addiction. This is something different. You better stop watching. Start looking. Here goes what we do here. We pitching. Get the money out, son. You listening? Alien addiction. I know. This took me 6 hours of memory with Skin Tech antifreeze, brick oven 900 G's. Pass it to me, that's what I want. Skate off free, land of the free, home of the brave. I came to see what you doing. Nothing, you doing. You here, making it happen. How about that for some silly rapping? I know, an hour show. You working you? It's early. Religiosity, the ghetto religiosity by Khalil Amani. This took 600 hours of memory. The Skin Tech antifreeze, brick oven 900 G's. I made money, just look at me. Fly, live on YouTube TV. Bring it up, bring it down. Nah, you sub up or sub down and lay down. Word up. What you doing? You're live laying down. Crazy. I'm sitting right here. Stand up, baby. Word. This ain't for your lady. But if it is for your lady, she with me tonight in the Mercedes. Hold up. Just an intro, man. Big up the soapbox for that beat, man. Big up the soapbox. That beat just came in hot, man. I like that beat. We're going to let it rest for a minute. Like I told you, it just came in off the press. You know what I'm saying? Word up. Religiosity. Ghetto Religiosity, man. By Khalil Amani. This took 6 hours of memory with Skin Tech antifreeze, brick oven 900 G's. Order another round for me. Sick therapy. Listen, man. We out here, man. What up, y'all? We floating. It's 90-something degrees in the crib. Out there, and here it's perfect. We got all the central air we need. But look, yo, how we feel? You doing good out there? Salute. Appreciate you for coming through. No doubt. No doubt. This live contains paid promotions, man. We out here, man. There's no other way to get paid. There's no other way. Now, I'm waiting for the replay game to say, yo, that work was solidified last night. It was over there, but he handled the business. I felt good last night. Big up to Professor Khalil Amani. I felt good handling that business last night. I made it back safe. Word up. YouTube wrote me and said, mission complete. I said, for real? Yeah, you get paid off that. Word? No headaches? No. Nah, he tried. One thing I give you, he tried. It didn't work. YouTube told me today it didn't work. Huh? Feel me? They said your initial fake report was not. Get him out of it. It ain't void. It's unavoidable. Get it out of it. You heard? We outside, yo. Big up to the professors and all of them out there, man. We chilling. Spoke to the Oracle. Everything is good. How you feel outside? Come out. Now, my man was telling me to tell you about those missiles blowing up. You know about that. Then he was explaining about how we have to stay in the times of now. Sometimes I do. Look, it's too cliches, man. It's too much of that's the same thing that's outside. I know it could be very, very upgrade. But me, nah, man. We gonna rock like this, but this is the best way to do it. Now, we have some co-stars. We could probably make a move. They probably say, yo, you heard of this? I'm like, nah. What that about? Next thing you know, we elaborating on it. Feel me? But we don't know. Once again, I don't see you working. You're hiding in the background once again. You setting this whole thing up for you to say, yeah, we win. You ain't winning. You think you win. We win. Right here at the small round table. That table only permits 6 people at the table. Feel me? We got a lot of people got little fold up tables. They on the with children sit at right there. You know what I mean? We right here. Get on up in the building. today's news again. If it is true, why? Why, Pat? Why mess with her friend knowing that you got $600 million on your hands? See, there you go again, thinking like a Negro. There you go again, thinking like a Negro. The girl get ready to put her belt on the line. Battle Rap Truth is saying that you out here talking to Miss Hustle, Remy Martin's friend. Now, if you ain't doing that, then I think you should run that Battle Truth, man, because he got a lot to say. You know, his head is growing big because a lot of people yelled him out on a little bit of YouTube channel. If we was to ask them about you in the street, nobody wouldn't even know you. You could run down the street naked and they wouldn't even know you. Battle Rap Truth, Battle Truth Rap, whatever your name is. Battle Truth. Ain't nothing truthful about you, B. Just stay on hip hop for battle rap. You all over the place now. You play in the courtroom. You know, now you got T-Rex collapsed on the stage. Big up to T-Rex, man. T-Rex collapsed on the stage because he was probably a little bit overwhelmed from that heat, man. Feel me? But he's doing good outside right now. They talked to him. Everybody said he's all right. Family said he's all right. It's a tough time right now. You know what I'm saying? He got his new slogan. He got 30,000 subscribers. He hustling right now. He hustling. You know what I'm saying? He hustling right now. He gonna say this woman is messing with this person.
Headquarters, let's get right off into this. Miss Hustle, who's Remy Ma's ex-best friend, who is now friends with Clarissa Shields, had a battle yesterday against T-Top on Known 15. In this battle, T-Top called himself exposing Miss Hustle and Remy Ma's friendship and relationship by accusing her of allegedly messing around with Papoose and being the one responsible for giving Papoose the heads up on Easy, by which Papoose ends up going to the battle and knocking him out. Now, just to clear up a lot of the rumors and things, I know personally that's not true. Because a lot of people who don't know what's going on and haven't been following this can get caught up in the sauce or lost in the sauce when it comes to hearing certain things you're not knowledgeable about, especially when he does such a good job as a battle rapper of convincing people of things even when it's not true. So he can actually cause doubt that could make you think about what's being said to the point that you would think that he actually telling the truth. So let's listen to what he said, and then we're going to break some things down. So check this out, y'all.
I said, damn, Hustle. It just seemed like ever since Remy started dealing with Easy, you've been hating hard. It turns your back on that girl in public like that ain't your dog. I mean, first you knew they business. Then she claimed that she ain't involved. But now the fact you're doing shows with Clarissa explains it all. See? Cause you and Remy, what happened? Cause you, explains it all. Cause you and Remy was like family, how I feel. Now you fucking with our ops on camera, that's not real. Y'all taking pictures with your belts in the ring, big ass feet jammed to some high heels. And I know you're down with the riot, but there's no reason you should be standing behind Shields. And you wouldn't have to You shouldn't be standing behind shields, and you wouldn't have to wear it if the shoe ain't fit. Probably wanted Pat this whole time, bitch. You ain't slick. Cause how you help her cheat, then tell on her for cheating? Dog, you ain't shit. I know Remy a Gemini, but you a two-faced bitch. Now, Remy, all that cheating shit, I'm not saying we condoning that shit, but respect and loyalty, man, she owe you that shit. You was backing her back when nobody noticed that bitch before the money and...
So, he just MCing, saying she was in the shift, moving around the ship. So, he just chasing. Okay? It's battle rap at the end of the day. Okay? It's battle rap at the end of the day. And at the end of the day, we still have to worry about, you know what I mean? Is it okay for R. Kelly to get out of jail after doing all this stuff that he did? Because he's now realizing that his life is in jeopardy. I mean, do we want him out now because his life is in jeopardy? Do you want him back making music for you? It's up to you. See, this is the and more. See, we have come from the back and come all the way up to the front to let you know that this live contains paid promotions. We hustling. We hustling. So, in this sense of case, we don't know what to believe. Now, in Tyler Carey pace, right? Tyler Carey, yeah. That's what it is. Tyler Carey. You know what I'm saying? We don't care. Tyler Carey, you heard? Tyler Carey, you know what I'm saying? He cares so much for the people, right? Tyler Perry Carey. So Tyler Carey for 260. So the guy that's doing this to him, right? His name is Dell. Or the Oval. Now, this case don't even make sense. Because if you think about it, you met him and he explained to you about this character that you're going to play on the Oval. You played the gay character on the Oval. You played the gay character on the Oval. At least you portrayed the game to be. But we knew your character was kind of odd anyway. Like, why is he acting like this? Why is he doing this? Why is he moving like this? I've been knew. But I was like, oh, that's just Tyler Perry. Picking up actors from the street and moving them around like this. So, you ain't want to lay down with the director. You ain't want to lay down with the top honcho of all media or film. Huh? You decide to say, no, that I don't like. So you could have said that at the beginning. Like, can this just be what it is and I like you, but I don't like you? No, this got to be like that. Why you let it on? To stay this long to get all that Oval money. Now, we know that Tyler Perry is the forefront of this. But we're going to dig deep and find you in some film of the Oval laying down, doing stuff with Kyle, who was messing with what's his Donald. Huh? Tyler Perry had a few gay scenes in there. Donald, Kyle, you talking to the what's his name boy that works for Donald. Huh? Kyle came to see you a few times at the house. Huh? You was working at the pharmacy, boy. You was playing with dicks at the pharmacy with Kareem and them niggas. After that girl realized that he was sucking and jiving and Nancy lost her son, Nancy and Richard lost her son and all that. You know what I'm saying? So you're a mix-up character. Yelling out that, yo, Tyler Perry. Can you imagine? Now, I wouldn't say I would initiate this, but look at all the people that does. Look how they moving. in the city of New York. You'll probably see that guy and say, oh, he played the gay character. But he ain't thinking about that. He's at the lavish place. He's moving in the lavish luxury. So we'll say he had to do that. It's part of the character. So, you ready to be an actor? When I was acting, I still feel the effects of that show since 2018. I still, when this noise is real, fire truck, that's how hot it is out here. Okay, people, you got a fan, turn the AC off, turn your fan on for the day. Okay, it ain't that hot. Sit down, drink some water, stay hydrated. But yo, you ready to be an actor? When I was an actor, you know what I had? I still feel the effects to this day. My director's acting weird. I remember going to see him to direct the video. I gave him heads up about something that probably was just made up or could have been real. But let's say if it was made up and it was it was real. Because what I said to him, he was like, whoa, yeah, look, check this out. This ain't what it is. I'm like, yo, what's up? They said that you making a move on the peoples. Nah, that ain't it. See, these directors be wanting to fuck all the stars on the show. I was there. BTS, man. I seen it all, man. I don't say nothing. I just look and be like, yo, you cut me out? You know what I'm saying? You switched on me, the original, but the whole idea was like, yo, I still feel the effects. Do you want to be an actor or actress? That girl still feel the effects. Who did the scene with me? These diabolical directors is crazy. That girl still feel the scene to this day. I can't even contact her. She feels so degraded and so elated at the same time. Oh, you that person on the show that was with him. I remember you. Oh, that's you? I get praise. And then I get flack. Like, word, that's what you do? One girl she still think I'm a hoe. She like, oh, you a hoe. Why? Because I seen you on the show. What? Man, that was just a show. And if I had to jump out the circle because there was too much. Every time I go answer questions, it's always that. It's never about you survived 3 seasons, you know, what you think about the director, you know, how you feel. You know what I mean? Did he do a good job? You made it like, is y'all still together? Can you call that girl? I want to use her for. One dude begged me to get the girl in the scene one time. Where he was like, yo, can you get the girl to hang? I want her to do a scene with her. And told me what the scene was. I never told the girl. Because I told him, yeah, I could get her. Word. Yeah, what you got? What you got? And had me come, stand there, act like I was going to be in the scene. But that was just to get me there to get the girl to come in. It's a dirty game, man. So I feel the effects every day on that. So do you really want to be in front of that camera 14 hours a day for 6 days a week? 3 months. I had to do 3 months. And the last season was so strenuous. It was like I had to do like 17 hours. I had to put extra 3 more hours in because people didn't show up, and he had to come and he had to like readjust the whole idea of me talking to nobody standing. And I had to act like that. Like, yo, this is cardboard in front of you. Technically. It was some cardboard outside from somebody delivery from a refrigerator. Just so perhaps it was just out there. Word everything. Right by the garbage because the scene was right there. The guy got locked up. So I had to do the whole scene. Oh, I had to wear the same clothes. You know what I'm saying? The same hat. I had to wear the same jewelry. I had to remember all that. He's like, yo, you had 3 chains on. You had this. I think just the lion. He's like, I think you just had that. You had the shirt and the hat. Go get the hat. The iconic hat. So I wore the iconic hat that I started out with. Man, it was like a boom, which is a stick for the microphone, a light camera, a tripod, and another tripod with the camera. I had to do that like I had to do like 2 hours of that. It was hot. You know what I mean? I had waters in the freezer. It was hot. I'll never forget. So are you ready to be an actor? So this dude met this man to be an actor and said, yo, look, I got a perfect role for you. This role gonna get you a lot of money. Okay? And it could open up a lot of doors. But you gotta kiss this man. You gotta kiss this man. You gotta lay down in the bed with this man. I mean, you ready to be an actor, right? Because it's easy to lay down with a woman because I thank my director for shooting that program at me. Like, yo, you want to do this scene? You a drug dealer? You working with a kid whose mother smoked drugs? He in the foster care, she taking care of him, but she's still on drugs. Word? What I gotta do? You gotta talk to the kid, ask him what's up with the work, get him to move around with talk, like y'all in the street. Don't look at the camera. Then have the girl go upstairs, come downstairs and say she hot, pull off her robe. I look at her, and then he like, what you'll do from there? I'm like, oh snap. I think I would try to divert to go holler at her, but he's here. What you do with him? And I was like, damn, because he acknowledged it like how, because he wrote it, but was asking us how would you put that together. So he would cut. It was hot that day. It was burning up. No AC, just a fan. So you don't want to hear that shit on the camera. But the man was like, yo, cut. Okay, she came downstairs. She opened up her robe. You look. What do you want to do with her? First thing I said is, damn, she looked good. As a client, as a fiend, you know, as what we call the peoples in the street that buy the drugs. I was like, damn, she still look good. She still got it. So he's like, wow, okay, but what else? Because she came down and delivered the line by saying, yo, it's hot. And started looking at me in a sexual manner. And I caught it with her because we in the bracket of age and he's young. So I'm look, and I had to think, he like, what would you want to do with this woman? I like, yo, I want to make love to her. Straight up. He was like, all right, so how? How would you get from here to upstairs? Or even right here? But the kid is still right there. So I had to think. So I said, all right, look, maybe if he goes somewhere, he said, good. Because I read the script after he talked us. Because when the girl came, he wanted us to get comfortable. And it was hot. So she got, because all we received was, it's a love scene, me and the girl. We received that message on our phone. And she was like, you and him. So she came and saw me. I saw her. She was like, oh, you look good. You look good. I look good. So our job was, she got like practically naked, all the way naked. stripped down to naked. She said, I got naked. So we getting nice, drinking Jose Cuervo. I never forget, we drinking Jose Cuervo. And she's sitting there naked. You know what I'm saying? She took her shoes off, socks off. She started rubbing on me with her feet. You know, she had some pretty toes. You know, she started touching on me. She was very voluptuous, naked. You know what I'm saying? She got on the bed. She dry humped me and all that. And we had like almost an hour, but that's our work, right? Because I'm pretty sure somebody slid in there. I'm pretty sure. Because she was so infatuated that we both getting on camera doing it. And this is an explicit film. She like, yo, let's do it. We was in the bed right here. Laying on the floor, laying on the bed, comfortable. Director came through, so we got all that out. He came through. He wanted to see us naked. Director said, let me see what y'all got. I should have went into the porn business. I wasn't afraid to perform in front of the camera. No. I was having fun with her. She loved it. Word up, she loved it. Where she was my on what they call that, my movie wife. Yup. She my web series wife. To this day, we still married. You know what I'm saying? And he tried to give her more work. I tried and I gave him money. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yo, I'm gonna give you some money, just give us more scenes. Like, try to hook this up. He tried to get me and her to get married and all that. It was supposed to be like a real deal. You know what I'm saying? Now, this Fat Joe situation is terrible. You know what I mean? It's unbelievable to know that you got somebody that used to hang out with you that came across some information that was like, you know what I mean? Now Charleston White get in the ring with the Allen boy. That is crazy. Charleston White fighting the Allen boy, an old man. I saw some kid yesterday, right? And he had it. Let me tell you something. It ain't no way, you know, you got it, man. Just know that we know how to win as OGs. Not with no knife or no gun. Just straight up tussle. You know what I mean? Because we know you coming out the gate heavy. So I got a 52 block. You feel me? Feel me? Mm-hmm. I got a 52 block you, man. And after I 52 block you, it's a wrap. Feel me? Feel me? So this was a paid live stream promotion at 35 minutes worth of good work. Good work, Hampton. Congratulations. You did it. Feel me? That was good work. But are you ready to be an actor? See what I had to go through? So imagine playing a role with a man. You don't even know this guy, but you got to make it look like you and him got great chemistry on camera. And then when y'all go to these talk shows, y'all sitting there in the tightest clothes, looking all crazy camera pose, do-rag doom balls. And all the ladies are screaming in the back. Ooh, wee, ooh, look at him. He throwing on pink, he throwing on orange, whatever color he could find to come to the talk show. And the talk host is sitting there running her mouth, and then we'll get a clip. Let's take a look at this saucy scene. And y'all look at it. And then ask you, what was the process of going through it all? You'll have to come up with an imagination talk of, well, you know, this is my friend, and the process of it was you know, I had to go to a couple of gay AA meetings and sit around with a few people and listen to the stories. Come on, people. It took us 12 hours a day. I had to go home and tell my wife I'm playing the gay scene, but look at the check. And now I'm on the television show. It's crazy. So are you ready to be an actor? That's all I'm asking you. We had one guy say, yo, you could kill me. We got people that was lined up just to get murdered in the film. We had actors lined up to see how they will fall on the floor near the grass, near a desolated area with fake blood on. And then had to tell them, yo, this is a hip hop show. You have to be up to date. You have to wear the Jordans. You have to wear the Uptowns, the Air Force Ones. You know what I'm saying? These clothes got to be destroyed. I had the polo suit with the Jordans. He saw me when he first got out the car. He said, man, I was gonna give you this one, but and plus I ain't gonna do it because I had my eye on that suit. I was the first one with that suit. Word up. I still got it. I pulled it out. Just pulled it out just now. It's sitting right there. You feel me? The whole fly. Let me get it for you just in case you think I'm joking. Joking, bro. I still got the suit right here from Foster Center. Right here. This the shirt. The iconic shirt. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got nothing like this. You know how much this suit worth right now? Huh? The hat is replaceable. But I got people that say, yo, they still want the hat. Look at this. Look at this. Brand new. Huh? Look at the shorts. This is what I wore on Foster Center. Huh? 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 I wear this. People know exactly who I am. I wear this suit right now with the Bordox Air Jordans. Right now. Right now. You heard me? You don't even know how to fold your clothes properly. Look at that. I wear this suit right now. Right now. Huh? Huh? You know how much this suit costs? No stains, nothing. I wore this thing like 15 times. 15 times I wore this. You know how much this thing worth? Somebody offered when I wore this, because they don't sell it. They don't sell it. And a man offered me $1,000 for this right here. That was one bid. And the socks is right here. And the socks is right here. Where the socks at? Socks right here. Socks right here. He want the whole socks that I wore 5 years ago. You heard? A fan. He want my socks that I wore on Foster Center. Look at that. He want my socks. You heard? To go to that I wore for the suit on the show. You ain't got nothing like that. You ain't got nothing like that. Niggas wouldn't even buy a bottle of water from me. They wouldn't even buy a bottle of water from me. Stay hydrated. And the shirt. The hat is iconic. They want the hat. So are you ready to be an actor? I was fortunate to make it out of not having to touch things like that. I was behind the scenes. I saw my director have 5 to 3 actors for every different scene for the movie. You'd be surprised, B. You'd be surprised on who you'll see on their knees to get a role. A hero or a role, but a role, whatever. Wow, that's crazy. I looked at it like, yo, that's. He was like, yo, this is it. Your biggest roles could be this right here. Will Smith did a role like that years ago, and he's a mega millionaire. Now we got internet, and you can type it up, and thanks to Blu-ray and all that other stuff that they got now, that you could digitally master it and show the world. But back then it was just VHS. We used to see that on VCR or some type of cable network. But on the real deal, I'm gonna tell you right now, man. Are you ready to sit on that director's couch with another actor? And mind you, you paid. Once you say yes and you signed the line, ain't no after the scene you get paid. Nah. Directors got smart now. They got smart. They could sue you twice, meaning that you'll pay for our time, our camera, and the script, and the people who came to work. So giving you 10 grand for this scene right here, cash. Now, the psychology part about the money is it more or just one scene or another scene? Is it 10,000 per scene? Because that's what he'll probably say. Yo, you get 5 scenes and it's 10 grand. Give us all your social, you know what I'm saying? Promote it. So you getting what you want, your fans, but yet you gotta play this scene for 50,000 5 times. So we got 5 episodes. When the noise is real. You got 5 episodes. And each episode you got is 2 minutes. So 5 times 2. So you got 10 minutes. You got 10 minutes. The only thing I can think of is the fire trucks is out is that too much energy is burning outside in the street. And people is trying their best to like go outside, leave the thing on, and then come back. All this. I got my AC off. The windows is closed. I got the fan. The doors swinging back and forth for air. So it's rough. You know what I'm saying? Everything is replaceable, but I got my ID. You know what I'm saying? And a few items. We out. You know what I mean? I keep telling my man next door, check your man. Tell him to stop. Loading up. And then it's us 3 up here with John's. 2 is on. 1 is off. You know what I mean? So I gotta let these guys know, yo, y'all gotta chill out with the energy. Because we could be one of those peoples. But are you ready to be an actor? If you're not ready to be an actor, man, then don't step on the world. Because you can say you study for this, that, and the third, and they can have a dramatic role for you, but it's this. And it might be 100,000 a scene. So if you're getting 100,000, 100 grand per scene for 5 scenes, you good. In your mind, you good. Those 5 scenes gonna contain different wardrobe functions. It's gonna contain a whole lot of different lighting and makeup and a lot of cut. Stand this way, turn that way. You know, you might have the idea of playing hood life, but they gonna remember you. And he was the little sweet nigga on the television playing one of those Tyler Perry movies. See, Denzel gave us that. Like that bad cop, dirty look, Alonzo Harris. And then they want him to do that all the time because that he sold that and gave that to a black brother, and Antoine Fuqua looked out for him. If it was John Singleton, he probably did the same thing. Or if Spike would have wrote it. Like, I'm gonna let y'all get the big accolades for this. So every scene he tried to do, they wanted him to be the bad guy, like how he was in the John. But he won an Oscar for that. Just becoming a bad person. It's amazing how you gotta transformate your character. Wesley Snipes did the same thing. He danced in a dress a few times. Then he tried to get it back with you know, white man can't jump. And I don't know if this was before New Jack City or after New Jack City that he jumped in the dress. I'm gonna have to look at the order again. Because if he did that before New Jack City, then I'm gonna have to say we missed it. But I think he did that stuff way after, when he played some type of show with the Spanish actor and Patrick Swayze, AIP, and him there. You know what I'm saying? They all dressed up, played female for whatever show it was. I forgot. But it was supposed to have been some type of comedy. But in all aspects, are you ready to change, to get out, to say, you know, I don't care. I'm going to get my money. And I'm going to get my situations. So that's like playing in the lifestyle of the industry in that world. We only saying it because you look at it like it's a blockage. Like, yeah, that's it. But in the real world, they acknowledging a whole different diaspora of movement. So are you ready to take $100,000 for 2 minutes, 5 times, 5 scenes, 5 weeks? You come back every week. You come back every week for that scene, but in a different romantic format. Are you ready? That's the question. And the same goes for the MC world. When I was in the MC world, see, I want to thank Jimi Henchman for showing us this is what y'all don't have to do, but this is what really be out there. Are you really to go down that road? My friend went down that road. I went to jail. Now I see him, his knees is getting ready to give out for doing all those splits and wiggling on the ground on the stage. Knees is about to give up because he sold out with all the dance moves he could sell out and still got our records in the vault. Who cares? But look, I thank Jimmy Henchman for showing us that y'all don't got to go this way. We know y'all in poverty mode. Nah, here, give it to him. Now, look, y'all got to stay on track. I went to jail, Jimmy. If you looking for that nigga, he over there dancing. I'ma keep it real. Law over there dancing. The other dude is in Virginia with his wife doing a film they never put out. I ain't seen him after that. The other dude, he long gone. Me, I'm right here still holding it down. You know what I mean? I don't know. All I remember was we seen cash, 100 grand. I walked through the projects. Nobody knew I had $100,000. I was just that type of nigga. I had 100 G's in my book bag. And how I had it because I brought it a few thousands and I was going to tell my man we going to the studio, which was my man E. We was going to the studio. I was like, yo, I ain't tell him I had a few hundreds, few racks. I had about, $7,000. I said, yo, I'm going to bring about $5,000, $7,000 on the job. So we hustling. So I got the book bag with the rounds with the money in it. You know what I'm saying? So I decided to take my book bag off, leave it on the gate. That's when they decided to pull a prank on us, which was a fucking maneuver. Dumb niggas tried to say we robbed the bank or something. Chase me and my man back to like the train station area of New Lots on the L line. So when we realized what we was doing, I realized what the fuck we was doing. I told my man, yo, listen, you have to go back and get the bag. You got to get my book bag. He was like, what's in the book bag? Leave the book bag. I said, yo, you can't leave the book bag. We going to the studio tonight. I got the rhymes in the book bag. What I'm going to use for tonight. He was like, oh, yeah, I forgot. He ran back down there. Luckily, the book bag was still on the rack. They took the book bag. And look, let me tell you something. The dude took the book bag, Boo, who owned Georgia and Hagerman. He took the book bag and held it in his Lexus car. The other guys didn't look at it. He looked at it. He looked at it. I had it real neat because I had it like with my underwears, socks, tank tops, man beaters, aka tank tops back then. I think a button-up shirt. And a pair of khakis. You know what I'm saying? Because I knew I had to probably go to school the next day. So I always told my Mom, I'm going to the studio. If I don't come back in the morning, just know I'm going to come back after school. You know what I'm saying? But she was always like, come here first, let me see you. Or call me. So I used to call her from the studio, Mom, we finished, I'm leaving, I'm going to school. She'd be like, all right, I'll see you at 3 o'clock. And I'll come home. So I have my shirt and tie all ready to go to school, and I have dirty clothes in the book bag. You know what I'm saying? But in the plastic bag. I was just that smart. Then when I went to school, I dumped it in the locker. And when it's time to go, I grabbed it and went home. You know what I'm saying? So I was already equipped. So are you ready? That's what I'm saying. It takes a lot of work, man. It takes a lot of work to have a dream. And it takes a lot of good people to hold the dream down because you want to be managed the right way. I trusted my friend, then I trusted the streets, and I trusted just me being some yeah, this is what I want, you know what I mean? And it was just nasty business. All I know is I got 5 years. You know what I'm saying? I lived well up north. I was doing good. You know what I'm saying? My sister and my mom's, they did their thing. When I came home, I stayed quiet. I had about maybe $25,000 off of all that. Word up, about 12 to 20, almost 20,000, something like that. It was 100 G's. Paid the lawyer a little bit of money to get the time that they was going to give me. You know what I'm saying? And it got the time that I couldn't get back. I had to pay for the time that I said nah. Then they said take this, and I said hell no. And they was like, well, it might be a 3 to 9 next time. And I was like, yo, what you talking about? Then I went and sat down and listened. Like, yo, you should have took the first because you could have been out. I didn't understand what the 1 to 3 was. I should have took the 1 to 3. I said no. They offered 2 to 6. I said no. They offered 3 to 9. Next thing was gonna be 4 to 15. For what? All I did was sold some drugs. You ain't even got the money. But they got you in a direct sale. He said he saw you hand him drugs. And you got the guy who was working with you. He's the fucking informant. He's the one that told them that he works for you. I said, what? So I got secret indicted. Didn't know what that meant. They ain't had really nothing, but I had an open case. I had an open case and I had this case. So they put that together and said, well, he just got knocked for the same thing. And I auto-R'd. I spent like 7 days on Rikers Island. They said, damn, he still ain't catch on? All right, he gonna have to hold this L. Them niggas said, yo, 1 to 3. I didn't know I could have did 8. I didn't know. I didn't know no psychological games to play to stay on the island for 8 months. If they went to court and said I'd take 1 to 3 and then would have just stayed on the island. Time served. So I paid back the money to the lawyer to go tell the DA, give me back the 1 to 6. I didn't know. I was disrupted. First time for everything. He'd run it concurrent. They was like, well, we was going to run it concurrent for 1 to 3. All right, give him the 2 to 6. I wound up doing 3, 4, what? Almost 3.5, 4.5. Word, I did 4.5. Because I came home on a furlough. Came home right on the shock situation. Did 9 months with them. Because it was a 6 month. They gave me an extra 3. Did it. They let me go. I went to Queensborough. Yeah, I was furloughed. Next thing you know, man, they took the guard out. This was around the time Bill Cosby's son was getting ready because you know what happened to him. Yo, straight out of homeless.